Who am I supporting with Elegance Lab? What do I mean when I say creativity? Well, creativity is typically something that's thought about when we hear of everything in the traditional arts, music, dance, performance arts, and visual art. And back in the day, I actually got into acting school in New York City, LaGuardia, which was one of the top schools. And that was all I wanted to do was go there. And the acting program was quite competitive. So uh, that was always the four categories. I had three sisters who went there, two for voice, two for visual art, one for voice. And it was always like, ooh, who like those four categories were so alluring. And it's still common that those images come to mind when we think of creativity. That creativity is our ability to be in our most true essence because we are, in essence, creative in our natural state, I believe. That being said, not all of us in our lifetimes will pursue creative careers. And it's my intention with Elegance Lab to support people who are pursuing creative careers. And I'm already thinking of some people who are maybe near the end of their career and they wouldn't consider the people I have in mind as I make this video, I don't know that any of them would call themselves creative. They're people who work in health, in politics, in education, and in relationship work. So none of those fields are fit in those four boxes that I just described that I grew up associating with the arts. And yet these people are deeply creative because they are looking at the world around them and they are seeing a new vision for the future. And they've developed through an embodied way, a lived way of being, a new way of behavior or withdrawing from principles in the past, or learning from history, or becoming present to something that's unique within them. So that's what I'm speaking about. People who want to use the materials of life to influence how we coexist with nature in a way that's in greater harmony with nature. And that is going to require rethinking and how we relate to each other, rethinking and how we relate to things and stuff, rethinking and how we relate to nature, and most importantly, in my opinion, but they're all connected, how we relate to systems and the things that we are designing. And with that, there are kind of four archetypes of people I want to serve here. One is artists who are actually creating visual art around these themes. The second is innovators who are working more with stuff. They're more scientific minded and they actually like working with things. The third is change makers or revolutionaries. They want to work with people, but they want to work on the collective scale in the systems. And the fourth is alchemists. They want to work with people, but they want to work more on the personal and the energetic. And all of these are needed. When I put this in a matrix, what I have is working with people and working with things and working with individuals and working with collectives. And these are all interconnected and we all can do it all, but we don't all want to do it all. And so I invite you to embrace what feels more true for you. Do you want to work more with people? Do you want to work more with things? Do you want to work more with individuals, or do you want to work more with collectives? And to have some gratitude that that is the thing you want to work with. And I just invite you into a space of deep acknowledgement of the challenges within the space that you're in. Because every single one of the different things I just named, there are challenges. And yet there's gifts. And you have a unique desire to work on this. You actually like working with people in collective ways, or you actually like working with things in personal ways, or things in collective ways, or people in individual ways. And there is beauty in that, as challenging as it is too.